Hello everyone, welcome back to Merz of Heresy. Last time, Warband just had some nice chats. They totally didn't, raise their suspicion counter almost to maximum,
What?
before playing it off as, just being from somewhere where they can't quite find where they are on the map because, they're posh. They're meant to have people for that.
It's fine. Cover completely intact.
I thought we got along with the comp swimmingly.
You did. You also made him very suspicious of you, including, briefly making him think you were enemy spies. Which is only half wrong.
We're
not
too
even
retarded.
Entirely half wrong. I mean,
Look,
you may be enemy spies.
We are
Look,
100%
Merz.
spies, but 0% enemy, as long as he can be brought around to worshipping the Emperor.
Yeah, we'll see about that, won't we? Also, Baltus made good friends with the local priest. Chatted a bit. Introduced him to the concept of samage, and learned a little about the world. Apparently some of their priests have the old talent, which may be faith-based miracles, or just raw psychic power, or something completely different. It may just be showmanship and smoke and mirrors. You don't know yet. You haven't met one of those priests.
It could also be so. In that case, some heads are gonna roll.
I mean, some heads are going to roll inevitably anyway. That's just how the Inquisition works. If you come out of this without killing at least 20 innocent people, I will be shocked.
Only 20? My.
Look, we aren't going to kill any innocent people. It's mostly going to be Loopy and his troops and the stormtroopers.
Yeah, totally.
We're morally divorced from all of that, right? Right, guys?
I'm not. I like to take pride in my work.
The only morality that matters is the Emperor's.
Officer, how can it be a hate crime if I loved doing it?
Oh my god!
I am so not touching that one.
I'm going to be very quiet.
I'm going to go back and get another drink.
I gotta go to the bathroom.
Yeah,
Thanks, Snips.
You're welcome.
It's okay, you didn't need that Twitch affiliate anyway, Savin.
Okay.
Moving swiftly along, you learned they worship a figure called the Fire Lord, who, based on the symbolism, may be the local version of the Emperor, or at least, a cultural inheritance of the Emperor's role in humanity. And they also venerate a figure called the World Saint, though you didn't press for details about him, or her, or it. And then Narcia turned up, again raised the suspicion counter, and the priest broke off the conversation. While you guys were doing your thing, Eloa was doing her thing, and her thing included detect. In this case, she detected what seemed to be a cloaked tow vessel. Judging by its size, it's a small interstellar capable craft, possibly an orca or even a manta. And it was heading on a southward bearing to your drop zone. It seems Vital also did a detect and have now come to do an investigate.
Right. If I remember correctly, our plan was to ride.
So, that is where we'll be picking. Well, that's something. Yes, welcome back. That's something we do need to discuss. Last time your plan was Snippy, go back down to 9. You haven't fully recovered yet.
They
You
can
ate
still pick up
poison.
the power armor.
You ate poison pie. You are still actually injured. 9, not 8. You do get 1 hit point back. Just
Okay.
You know.
Wait, that would put me up to 10 then.
No, up to 9 because I already put your 1 gain in.
Oh, nice of you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Merz.
Yes. Last time when we discussed it, you guys had been thinking to, play it cool, just turn off your obvious electronics and, just ride out of the city on a trio of lizards. Salty, Excelsior, and Cicero. However, something I came to realise during the week is that, while for the most part your electronics can be turned down low, or or at least they won't generate enough of a signal to be picked up unless they're in use. One of the things you have is a microfusion nuclear power plant on Juno's back.
Yeah, so, about that.
So if you are concerned about Vital being able to track your electronics, Vital absolutely do have the tech for that. You don't know if they have it present on this world or they brought it with their scouting team. They might have done, they might not have done. You have no way of telling. But if you are concerned about that, then either Juno is going to have to ride through the country in her pretty dress, or you're gonna get picked up. Because nuclear power plant. Or Juno can turn off the nuclear power plant, have 5 hours worth of battery, and then be stuck in a metal coffin.
Is there any way we can scramble this to make it look like something that it's not? We do have an aspect. We could try to disguise the signature as something else and hope they don't pick it up. But I am a fan of the iron coffin idea.
I understand my understanding of technology is limited, but I do not see the value in disguising the signal when we're on a planet where the only signal that would most likely be around is Juno's.
That is a good point.
Yeah, any sort of electrical stuff they picked up that'll give us away.
We're on a feudal planet after all. It is unfortunate, but unless they are just stopping to have a 5-hour visit, it means that we're going to be tracked one way or another. That, or we have to turn off Juno's power armor, store it somewhere, and come back for it later.
That's not happening.
I mean, Sororitas model, it is light enough to carry between the 3 lizards. But That'd mean, well,
You have no armor.
yeah. If we get in a fight on the road, you're just as exposed as me and Baltus.
Most of us don't even have our firearms.
Juno will pull down like the collar of her dress and reveal the skin-tight bodysuit under there. Not entirely. But still, I'd prefer to keep the armor on. If the Tau have the ability to detect us, they already have done by now.
Yes, and you rather keep that armor on and get good use out of it, as we will definitely go loud, or you take it off and potentially not need it.
Or it's entirely possible the Tau won't come fuck with us.
I suppose, but are you willing to risk your life on that chance? The Tau coming down to visit the planet
Well,
just after suspicion was raised with the
I
local
think the
bear.
question is more, am I willing to risk your lives? And no, not particularly. Still.
You're not talking about the Tau. If legends of their technologies are to be believed, they have things that can even take care of power armor.
Still. If you all think it's best to turn the armor off, that's fine.
If we wish to remain hidden still, I think it is the only pertinent thing to do.
Again, I just don't know that it matters. We've already tipped our hand at least once, if not twice. They doubtless know we're here.
Of course, but if subtlety matters not, then it would be better for us to regroup and re-gear, rather than trying to stay under the radar.
You misunderstand, Graves. My thinking is that they're not going to bother us at all.
I still don't know why we're here.
To gather information.
They know.
No, they don't understand why we're here.
So far, they've been given no reason to suspect we know of them. We haven't mentioned anything about blue aliens. We haven't encountered any Tau technology.
No, but we've certainly made our rather notable presence known to most of the important figures of this.
There is...
DCL, please.
No, I'm outside. Fine, I'll step back inside.
Well, just mute yourself.
I can't. I was away from my keyboard.
Also, Juno, hate to break this to you, but Tau guns can cut through that like a hot butter through a knife. Having your power armor on is not going to save you.
No, everyone knows how fragile knives are when exposed to hot butter.
I was trying to...
That's not what the Sister Superior said, but I'll trust to your expertise. Either way, if I could finish making my point. We encountered orcs in space and had a rather loud fight with them. It would be only natural for an Imperial ship, having done so, to send someone down here to see if there are any orcs about.
Well, the problem there... Well, you're right there. But... remember as well that assassin guy back at the tower. If he's part of this conspiracy that's working with the tower, then he'll probably have passed the word on that people are sniffing.
Something we would have good reason to believe, considering much of their technology has been from the Tau. So, I would say there is probably two likely options on the Tau's viewpoints of us. Whether they see us as enemies because they are working with the enemy, or they see us as enemies because they assume that we're part of the people stealing their technology.
I don't think anyone's stealing the Tau technology.
Well,
My
that would be...
understanding is that they're trying to convert people to their insidious faith, away from the Emperor's light.
It is also entirely likely that they have not touched the local populace at all. They're just using this planet because it has already been exterminatus once, so no Imperial authority would ever look at it twice.
Either way, it seems a majority of the potential cases means that the Tau should be treated as enemies and that we should not give them the chance to interact with us on their own terms.
Of course they're enemies. My whole point is simply that they might not choose to interact with us at all.
But even if they don't you think it will be upon our obligation to do so ourselves?
Not on this mission.
Yeah. I think
They
our main priority is to, live to find chaos another day.
Yes, our priority here is to investigate, to find out the state of the faith here on the planet and how deep the corruption runs. Which, so far, aside from their deviant deity, it does not seem to be that bad. I've seen no signs of flesh eating and chaos in the streets.
And once again, you assume, despite our enemies having used their technology, that the Tau are not involved at all?
No, that's not what I said. Simply that the faith here has been largely undisturbed. The people here don't seem to demonstrate any corruption. Not the kind that can't be purged out without violence.
Alright. To return to my point, if you wish to involve engagement with the Tau, then turn off your armor.
About that, turning off the armor is a rather complicated and time-consuming procedure that I would have to overlook.
How time complicated?
Hard to say.
Isn't there just an off switch?
Your power supply doesn't quite work like that, Juno.
Is it not just a battery?
Okay, so are you familiar with the concepts of fusion and fission?
No.
We don't have time to explain this right now, but no, it's not going to be an easy solution. It's going to take a while.
And I assume it would take the same amount of time to turn it back on.
Longer, I'd say.
Yeah.
So if they do track us through some other means, we'd be completely vulnerable, and I couldn't...
You'd be vulnerable either way.
Well,
Tau guns
to an
can kill a
extent.
lemon rust within a single shot. Tau guns can punch through a pain blade, one end to the other.
Nothing can do that. Not even, well, perhaps a Titan.
My eyes narrow.
My eyes narrow as well.
Baneblades are
I-
the Emperor's glory in combat.
And, I mean, even if the Tau do have guns big enough to do that, they wouldn't send those after us, would they?
They would. Their guns are... The guns can do that much damage without being very big, unfortunately. They don't have a lot of range, but they do have a lot of firepower, and they come in very compact packages. The thing with the Tau is that all the infantry they employ, all the specialized infantry, come in power armor, much like our Astartes. Don't look at Tau as you would an Imperial Guardsman. Look at them as a miniature Space Marine.
That sounds like heresy.
It is. That's why it's so hard to deal with. The thing with the Tau is that unlike our Space Marines, they're a bunch of spineless cowards, so they tend to implement stealth technology in their power armor, because they know they would never beat us in a direct confrontation.
Why
If any of their scout suits find us, make no mistake, Suit or not, they'll be able to cut us.
Why have we not simply gone to their home world and exterminatus it?
You know, honestly, that's something I ask myself every day.
Considering how it hasn't happened yet and that the Tau still exist, we have to grapple with the reality that is placed in front of us. The Tau have too many advantages on us if they wish to engage, and I feel like hoping that they don't is too optimistic.
Oh well.
I still say that without hope we have relatively little to go on, but very well.
Of course there's hope. There is hope in properly armoring ourselves and preparing for a fight. If they wish not to fight us, then let them tell us that when we are ready to take one.
Oh, Narcia?
Yes?
I just had a thought, and I'm hoping you're gonna tell me that this is stupid and it doesn't exist, but, the Tau don't have any guns to just ignore a force field, do they? Like, Juno's Rosarius?
Now that... I don't think they can bypass a Rosarius. Field testing of our force fields have proven rather effective against Tau fire.
Ah, so at least we got that.
Yeah, we can just turn that on at any point and it'll be a far more efficient method of defense. That is actually a pretty good point, and we can turn on and off the force field on the dime. We should acquire more force fields.
And part of the reason why I'm saying to gear up properly. If we're going to be dealing with ranged fighters, I'd at least like my own force field.
Yeah, I'm afraid that might become a necessity.
So, I ask once again, because out of character, I was doing something else when you were explaining how it works. Is turning off her armor a possibility?
Yes, but it's it's fairly long and complicated procedure, and turning it back on takes even longer. So it's something you could do, but it's it's a decision you make when you make camp, basically. It's not something where, like, hey, the Tau have ambushed you, quickly get Juno dressed and turn it on. It's like at least a 30-minute process to reactivate the reactor.
Oh, well, 30 minutes isn't that bad. How many? I mean, considering that we're trying to avoid being captured, I feel like we could at least spare 20 minutes and then just yeet. If that's what we want to do.
It's just that if you get in a fight, you're not going to be able to get Juno in the armor before the fight is over one way or the other.
Yes. It's most definitely the case. However, I also thought it was agreed upon that if we get in a fight right now with the Tau, our main objective will be to run the fuck away and live, rather than try to stay fighting.
There ain't gonna be no running away from the Tau. If we encounter them and we need to run, they're gonna just fucking have power armor. Or a tank.
This once again just brings me to go back and gear up or have our gear sent down.
I mean...
Problem with that, though, is that we'd have to get ready for a fight pretty much right away. Another punch through the atmosphere would give them a perfect place to zero in on for our location.
If I could only get my hands around one of their wrinkly little blue necks, we'd be able to interrogate them, find the location of the base, and finish this in an orderly manner. Things are never
You know,
that
actually,
easy.
hold on a second. We might not need to have Kira come down here and give us our stuff. We've done an airdrop of supplies before.
I'll pick that up though, and they'll intercept us. With Kira, at least we have the gunship's firepower to add to our.
Yes.
And we would also have Eloa.
Besides, if we're not turning down the power armor, then they're going to track us one way or another. At least if
Yes.
we find an area where we can be comfortable in engaging in battle and send down our gear, we'll be ready for whatever they throw at us. Or at least, more so.
I still feel like trying to provoke a fight isn't in our best interest.
Oh, I just realized something. You know, guys, maybe you might be slightly right. Those pies might not have been completely safe to eat. It completely escaped my mind that I have a lot of machines in that cannot really turn off as they're part of my central nervous.
Oh, by the Emperor, can they track those too?
I would like to point out.
Probably yes. Not nearly as bright and shining as a miniature fusion engine, but
I would like to point out that unless you have the Mechanicus implants upgrade, then you don't have
She does.
micro.
I do. I am Beep Boop.
We need to get Eloa down here with our gear. We are going to get tracked.
I thought you were only partially beep boop.
Yeah, but
I am
She
high quality Beep Boop.
yeah, straight. She basically got an elite advance because of background stuff. That gave her the trait as well.
I've paid so much influence to become Beep Boop.
Okay, so, all right, yeah, you're not turning off your true flesh. Then congratulations, the power core was within you all along.
oh, see, that's not my problem anymore.
However, it's not going. It's not as bright, and you can turn down a lot. So, unless they are quite close, they probably won't be able to pick that up.
Yeah, you don't have a fusion reactor in you. Otherwise, every time Mechanicus died, they'd have a chance of going mini.
And that seems highly advantageous in the middle of the battlefield.
I mean, sure, if they die deep in enemy lines, completely not surrounded by fellow allies.
Where else would you be?
Back in the main camp, tending the machine spirits of the artillery batteries.
Well, don't die.
You just look. Counter battery fire is a thing.
Well, Imperial artillery should be better, so it shouldn't be an issue. Huff.
Okay, just tell the Departamento Minatorum to get good scrub. I see how it is.
Look, I've seen IG players. All they have is artillery and tanks.
Also, waves of flash.
Yeah, but those are like 5% of their point totals.
I am very much on team get Eloa down here with the rest of our stuff.
Well,
I'm on team just walk to the capital like we said we were going to do last time, and don't change any of our plans.
Same.
yeah. It's just that with the new information, you may have changed your mind. So.
Nope. I've assumed they were tracking us this whole time.
Yeah, I assume they're tracking us too, but here's the thing, Merz. If they actually engage us in open combat, then that eliminates two of our suspicions. The first suspicion is they don't actually know what we're doing here. That's wrong. That'll mean they know what we're doing here and they want us out of the way. And two, that will I'll bring our boys down from orbit. Our death will hurt them far more right now than letting us live. I'm fine with getting jumped by Tau out of character. But in character, I unfortunately have a fucking self-preservation instinct, so I'm afraid to move.
I mean,
Well-
I'm in power armor, so I'm gonna pretend that I'm gonna be fine if we get jumped. I'm in power armor with a Rosarius.
Exactly.
I'm
And you
fine.
are also Sister of Battle. You have
Well,
the
I have no fear.
actual Emperor's blade.
Well, I guess we're going democracy. We continue on.
Yep. We also get to ride the lizards that we bought.
Are
Like,
we going
honestly, I'm fine if I die and I get to ride the lizards because I fucking love that mount from Guild Wars 2. Just
Are we at least turning off the power armor?
no, keeping it on.
Okay. And I'm
Let
turning
them
out.
track us.
All right, then I'm going to be ready to flip on my power saber at moment's notice.
I want to die
I-
again.
The power saber, you do literally just press the activation stud to turn it on.
Yeah.
It has a lightsaber activation switch. It's great.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We ride. Hi-ho, Cicero.
Well, I mean, I did think you were also intending to stay here long enough to hear a sermon.
Oh.
Or
Yeah,
was that-
our plan was to stay one day here in town if we could, so that it doesn't look like we're responding directly to the Tau landing or approaching us.
Uh-huh.
And if we can hear a sermon, that'd be great. But the idea was just to avoid rousing their suspicion that we know that they're here.
It pays two fucking of our objectives. We get to investigate the iconoclasm and the extent of their quote-unquote moral and religious corruption, as we're gonna dress up in the reports. And we get to also throw off suspicions. It's great.
Cowabunga it is.
Yep.
There's not much in books about actually turning a Rosarius off, because it's just, why would you ever?
I mean, fair enough. All right. Well, I mean, Juno's been off this whole time because we didn't know the power armor was also shooting out a giant signal.
Yeah, I
Well,
would.
it's just, the Rosarius doesn't shoot out a signal unless it's currently deflecting a shot.
Yeah. But, I mean, if we got attacked by, like, bandits or a monster or something, you know what I mean?
Fair enough.
But now that we know that I'm wearing a fucking suitcase nuke, yeah, I'm just gonna flick that thing on.
Should have taken my fucking shield generator with me.
Eh,
I mean, that thing's really obvious, though. It's the same reason I don't have my chem flamer out, right?
It's fine. Let the cowards face us. We have nothing to fear, for we have the Emperor's blessing.
anyway. Oh, I completely forgot I left you on the front page.
It's fine.
Oh.
It's same shit.
While you guys are doing that, though, and coming to your final decision at morning, zoop on over up into space.
Yes.
Eloa, you're working. You'll get a little knock on the wall behind you.
I was looking up spicy mini me memes to post because of the tiny me in the. Now I have to pay attention again.
Been a few hours. Nobody's pinged us. I'm thinking we can start scanning again.
Understood. Let's bring the vessel back online. Minimal power for now.
Of course. She'll get to work on reawakening the machine spirit, but will still be chatting a little as she does. Did you get any rest while we were running dark?
Hmm. I cycled down for a little bit. That's about it.
Yeah. Pretty much the same here. Doesn't look like there were any Vox calls we missed.
Excellent. And we were not discovered by the Tau.
Yeah.
Omnissiah favors us, they say.
Well, if they are going to use degenerate machine spirits instead of giving glory unto the truth, what do the town expect? Not gonna find anything.
I will begin the rites of awakening.
Yeah, you can start getting the gunpowder back up. Think we should call into the ground team?
Hmm. As we are now, perhaps first a tight band scan of their former position.
Yeah, good call. I'm just a little worried that maybe we didn't get a Vox call because of a jammer. Would be real bad if they were trying to reach us.
Hmm. I will make the tightly the I'll make the tight scan. The scan is tight.
Yep. Is it as tight as Juno's body glove?
I mean, almost just as snug. Before a Mother Superior spat on her knuckles.
Please. The Mother Superior has impeccable technique. She's not going to leave any permanent stretching. That way, she'd have to wait a while before she could gape Juno again. Yeah. With that, yeah. You can pick up the oh yeah, you can scan the town. There are no there are no sentient Xeno life signatures detected within it. There are plenty of non-human ones, but those are just native fauna. And you can indeed just do a subtle ping of the warband's transponders. Their vital signs are nominal. Except for Narcia and Casa. They apparently ingested a highly toxic substance.
They may have gone out drinking.
I did it once and I'll fucking do it again.
Yeah. No Tau at their last known position. Well, and indeed you can confirm it is indeed still their current position.
Okie dokie.
And that's for like a. At this range, like even a tight band scan with atmospheric diffusion, you're doing like 5 kilometer radius.
Hmm.
Yeah. But next.
I will simply send a brief coded message to, and it is uh, only one word: online.
Alright. Like, keeping it that simple is definitely that's definitely too little for the Tau to try to trace, like without them already knowing where you were, and you hid very well.
I made sure to think of. I even at first I had it back online, and I was like, you know what, Narcia can figure it out online. She's the other smart cookie.
Yes, smart. It's a shame she's played by me.
Yeah. So before we zoom away from you again, there is something. Just mere moments after you send that transmission, there is a flashing light on the comms console. It's a direct light transmission, like laser beam communications. Sophisticated stuff.
Oh my, where's this from?
Fuck.
Um, yeah, you have sufficient tech use to trace this. It seems to be coming from a completely barren area in the Ashlands.
Hmm.
A more detail, a quick scan of that will show that there's just a small metal tower that has emerged from the land itself. Seems to be an Imperial design.
Oh my. Well, I will make sure to note that and its exact coordinates upon the planet. But until things get hot, seems like bursting down that level of information might be disadvantageous.
And are you going to read the communique that's been sent?
Never! I assumed it was in Tau. I guess I can read the communique if it's in Imperial.
Yeah. You wouldn't know if it's in Tau unless you look at it.
Okay, I will in fact open the email.
Okay.
Oh god, a Nigerian prince.
I am going to just whisper this.
The secret sneakies. So, Snippy, tell us all about you breaking into abandoned buildings.
Look,
Why?
let's wait until the stream gets turned off.
That's because apparently this is rather long, so we're just sitting here in silence while I
Look, the guy who was young and dumb then, and just wanted to test out how good my new bolt cutters would go through the barbed wire. Just an honest academic test.
And this is how Snippy has a decent computer.
This is how Snippy got the parts for a new microphone. Look, it's fine.
And remember, kids at home, these are all just jokes.
Exactly. Just jokes. I have to go delete some pictures now. I'll be right back.
Snippy furiously deleting his musky husky porn.
I'm never gonna touch that.
That was bait.
Just gonna leave the bait over there. Let it sit there and fester. Because that's what that bait will do. It'll fucking fester.
True, with that one, it wasn't really bait. I just threw like the whole fishing pole in.
Just cram it in there the whole way. Ooh. It's fun talking with you, Stray. We need to do this more often.
What?
And then you two do, and then I hear the next day on the news, 2 people broke into the Pentagon one Friday morning.
We know where they're actually keeping the aliens. Let's go clap some cheeks. Area 51 was a ruse.
I just go to get picked up by the CIA just so they can give me more free heroin. I'm here to join the MK Ultra program. What do you mean to stop fucking the 80s? Fucking give me my drug.
Give me the LSD. I'll jerk off as many dolphins as you want.
Hey, wait a minute. That LSD was for the dolphin.
Hey,
You two at a distance for a reason.
I don't care for who the LSD is, just give it to me.
Okay, so where was this beamed to?
Directly to you.
Oh my god. I thought it was just beamed around.
No, this is a direct laser transmission.
Minus
It
24
could-
there.
You would only get it if it directly hit your laser receiver.
Why aren't lasers doing cool shit? Interesting. This is either the biggest trap of all time or fun time. I should probably copy that down somewhere on my character sheet.
I would suggest that.
Stop it! No! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. Control Z. No, I can't delete it. I'm sorry. Merzendi, I left it mark.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm also just going to very quickly step away and use the restroom.
Okie dokie. And I'll look at some of my favorite bait memes. This one is actually fairly relevant to what we're doing right now.
Show it to me. Bait for the bait god. You know, I was this close to starting an educational and informational discussion about Yugoslavia during 1995.
Could we not, though?
Oh. Okay, I guess.
I was being talked to. What did the message say?
We
Or
don't
is
know.
it
Secret?
Okay.
I don't know why it's a secret just for me, but it is.
I mean, We don't need that kind of meta knowledge. We'll find out when we find out.
You'll find out when I don't want to send 1, 2, 3 sentences down to you, and then immediately broadcast both your location and mine to the tower.
Well, yes. They're trying to be smart, those bastards. But we are smarter. And by smarter, I think if we don't know what we're doing, then the enemy certainly can predict our move. American doctrine.
Snippy's reaction to the musky hunt.
That is
Don't ever put those words in a sentence again.
What words?
You know damn well what you've done.
Hey, DCL,
I
you
don't.
wanna
I wasn't
come in?
paying attention.
Well, what? Do I want to what?
I said chime in, but congratulations, Snippy. You are saved by virtue of DCL not paying attention.
Talking to people.
It's fine. You keep talking to people. We don't need this to go any further. It's gonna stop right here, right now.
You know, I'm just gonna fry squint and walk away again.
Exactly. You do that. Walk away while you still have the chance and 2 functional legs. As we never, ever touch that bait ever again.
But I'm already looking up Google images of it, and I'm gonna send them to you.
If
Why
you
would you do this?
dare PM me with such vile degeneracy, I will respond with live leak footage from Chinese factory. The retaliation will be most severe.
Okay, I don't get it either. Who did we lose?
You got Merzendi threw him in the game.
That was me.
jail.
Okay.
Never mind.
See how long it takes to notice. Scalpel bet on
Anyway.
Savin earlier today too. For those who weren't here.
I just wanted to tell her about the benefits of RTX voice. Why you have to be so mad? Oh god. Anyway, holy shit, that's some big thunder out there.
Yeah, why'd you put him in gaming and not gay baby jail?
I didn't put him in
baby
gay
jail.
baby jail.
I am the master of my own fate.
Yeah, he then moved himself to gaming while I was trying to move him back in here.
You can't catch me. I have spilled all the industrial lube. I am as slippery as an eel.
Alright, let's move on. Yeah, Eloa. Beyond recording that, is there anything you want to do?
Well, listen, you have no idea how much I want to jump on that right now, but like I said while you were away, if I were to transmit that amount of data, the tower would basically immediately find them and me. So I'm gonna let them carry on with what they're doing, and then as soon as I'm able to pick them up, we're going over there.
Okay.
And I'm just going to think of ways I can communicate with them and how terse I can make the message. What?
No, they'd be able to trace that. Anyway, I was just wondering about, like, you know how, you put a message in a bottle? I was thinking about, like, a message in a missile.
Yeah, that'd be much more than 4 for letters sent from a. I've been thinking of stuff too. I just gotta think of. Honestly, the most logical path ends up being the simplest one, which is actually trying to talk to them. But the thing is, I need to make it as terse as possible while conveying the most amount of information. So you can swoosh back to them, and then I will think over how I'm going to do this. I'm in an English to binary translator right now. I won't post the binary, but I want to see how long the binary strip is for each iteration.
Fair enough. Then yeah. Zeusing back on down to the slot patrol.
But Ella was in space.
I mean, that's why you're the patrol. She's slot based.
Oh, fair enough.
So, is there anything specific you want to get done on this day while you're still here?
Are they going to have a sermon in the church?
Yes.
Then I would like to attend.
Alright. That will be in the afternoon, so if you wanted to, you could do stuff throughout the rest of the day.
I would like to send Casa and Baltus off on some operation together. Collect supplies for a journey or something. Go on a date,
Yeah.
you losers.
Juno wants to play matchmaker? Is that what
With who and who?
Oh, yes. I remember my first date being tracked by the Tall on a primitive planet.
God damn it. Loyalist and Imperial are the same amount of letters. Stop it.
Ooh. Sorry, I just clicked in the porn chat. That's really pretty.
It is very pretty.
Ooh.
Downright artful.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Sorry.
Sending that to my girlfriend.
Alright. Yeah. You can definitely send them off to buy supplies together. I guess. Well, are you going to suggest to either of them to try to make it romantic?
No, Juno's too much of an awkward idiot to do that. She's just hoping they'll work that out themselves.
Alright. Baltus. Bob, are you here?
Yeah, I'm here.
I guess, you've been sent out alone with Casa to, get stuff in town. Are you going to make romantic advances?
Guys, we're in the feudal world. You have no condom, and there are Tau trying to kill us. This is the perfect opportunity for you to fuck.
It's dark and we're wearing sunglasses.
Exactly. You get me.
Sure, yeah, I'll try.
Oh my god, I was kidding.
Not try for babies, but maybe. Okay, maybe try for babies.
I...
We'll play by ear.
So... Next question for you. Would you like to roleplay the date out? No is acceptable.
No, no.
I would still like you to just give me a rundown of what methods you're trying for.
What methods? Definitely, well, we're gonna have to be visiting a lot of shops, so it'd definitely be like the little things such as, you know, showing her clothes and little, like little trinkets. Like I don't know if earrings and like necklaces, perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, you guys went to a jeweler to pawn off the stuff Juno got. That's how you got like local currency in the first place.
Well, maybe not as expensive jewelry. But those are but the ones we sold were probably not handmade. Much like everything else here on this planet, multiple people probably had their hands in it.
Yes, you can attempt to seduce Casa by giving her something that has had many men's hands on.
That has worked in the past.
Yeah, it's just the way you were describing it. It was
I really don't have enough time to like take them. Like if this is like the capital, or like if this was like Paris, I could definitely see that. I could definitely be like, hey, you know what? Let's go have breakfast and dinner and stuff. But this is like somewhat of a not the biggest place or the fanciest. So
yeah, this is a regional hub. It's not the like national hub.
yeah.
Can hang out, get comfortable around her, and if you, and yeah, like maybe get her like a buy some kind if you want. What I'm gonna call for is a charm roll. Now, I have bad news for you.
Mm-hmm.
You're not really her type. You are a bit too squish, unfortunately. So you're going to have a -10 for that. And, well...
Note to self, Eloa, install a vibrate feature. It's entirely for my toothbrush, I swear.
And, as well, the circumstances of, there may be a Tower Hunter killer, unit coming after you, that's sort of putting a damper on her, so that'll be another -10. However, if you want to buy her expensive gifts, then each point of influence you spend will give you a +10.
Spend 10 influence.
You're
You're capped at 60, I know.
yeah. So you can spend up to 8 influence and still get benefits.
That's still pretty substantial.
Yeah.
That's like
Low. The lowest. I think I have one of the lowest influence in the party too, though.
Really?
what do you got?
47.
Oof.
Yeah, that's more than Casa does.
Oh.
I mean, as it should be, you are the noble here. Be unfortunate if she had more influence than you.
And of course, you do have your noble perk. So if you're willing to spend influence at all, you do basically get one of them for free.
I'll get 3, I guess. So that brings it down to 45.
Yep. So that would mean you're rolling at a net plus 10.
That's a. Oh, that's slightly above a coin flip. Well, I failed that coin flip.
Would you like to spend a fate point?
And you're already invested.
Might as well. Okay.
Well, you haven't completely blown it, but yeah, you haven't really.
Made progress. Okay.
Yeah. She's still willing to hang around, but she didn't really come out of this thinking it was a date.
Okay. To be fair, neither did Baltus, so that's just sort of who he is. He's like, oh, okay. All right, I'll hang out with a pretty woman. Why not? Okay.
You know, fair enough.
Yeah, so it just maybe that's why it failed. Yeah.
Yeah. She is, however, very thankful of the new earrings. They are cool. What colour are you getting?
What's her hair, blue?
Yep.
Maybe. I think if I'm not, you're asking a person with no sense of style what would go good. What would go good with her hair?
Okay, here's what will go good. You remove all clothes, you take woman, bash her on head, take him back to cave.
Snippy, your dating advice is a little behind the
bit
times, I
antiquated.
think.
Ah, sorry, you use chloroform instead.
There we go. That's up to the 1920s.
Jesus Christ.
You fucking people.
Hey.
Red and gold. That's what I was thinking of, but I don't know how good that actually will look.
For red matches her eyes.
I was hoping. I know turquoise wouldn't work either, though. Definitely thinking of a turquoise, but I'm like, her hair's blue. Something. It probably.
I mean, light colours go well with blue. Like, silver and blue is the classic.
Okay. Definitely, if I spent 3 influence on this people. So, it probably should have a jewel or something on it. And it's the color of the jewel. A jewel. A rock, a stone, something. So, okay, silver and a light color, like a. Trying to think of what stone that would be. Like, if not an actual jewel, to a stone, but I can't think of what it is off the top of my head.
I do have the type person message ready.
Alright, send it to... whisper it to me first, and I'll be able to tell you, like... Oh wow, that's very efficient. They'll have a chance to detect. A very slim chance.
I try hard.
Oh, a light sapphire. There we go.
And meanwhile, in the background, Bob's just looking up jewels.
Yeah, that's. She asked, so no, I gotta like, oh no. Why? I got no sense of style. I'm not a jeweler either. Why?
Lady, like pretty rock. Take pretty rock.
Is that not how that works?
I mean, you're not supposed to say it that way.
Oh.
But if lady like pretty rock, why not say like pretty rock?
Hormones.
This session is a train wreck. Start over.
No, Savin, I don't have enough alcohol left to go through this a second time.
It'll get worse too.
Don't worry. I'll get you some of mine. I got plenty of rum left for the both of them.
Sadly, Snippy, it's like a week of travel and then 2 weeks of quarantine.
Don't worry. I know people. They get it through boat.
Oh dear. Alright. So, that happens. We can now nominate Juno as Chief Shipbuilder of the Warband. And yeah. Anyone else want to get anything done in this town before we move on to the sermon? Like Ceiko, Narcia.
I'm keeping my head down because I'm paranoid of the kill squads. Out of character, bunch of things I want to do. In character, Narcia is not that brave.
I'm keeping my fucking head down. Don't look at me.
Does that go for Graves then too?
I want to say I'm standing outside the sermon just in case things go crazy, but I feel like I'd just be a bigger signpost.
You are literally wearing Death Knight armor.
Yeah. I feel like it don't get more signposty than that. So you know what? I'm staying inside.
Yes, stay inside with me. As I tell you of all the wonderful ways Tau Plasma Rifle can liquidate your inside.
It sounds heretical but educational.
Alright. I
I can give you my pie recipe.
I have a question, Merz. So, as
Yes?
we're getting ready to go to the sermon, Juno's got the big, poofy princess dress, right? So, hypothetically, if I, unscrewed the backpack canister off of my hand flamer, could I hide that under the big, poofy skirt?
Why would you hide it underneath the skirt when you have perfectly good cleavage right there?
I don't want that near there, and also I don't think Juno's big enough for that.
But yeah. You don't even need to unscrew it. A hand flamer is pistol sized.
Well, yeah, but right now it has a backpack
Oh,
ammo canister.
right. Yeah. If you detach that and just screw on like a portable, like the standard like 2-shot canister, then yeah, you can just strap it to a thigh.
Great, excellent. I will do that. I will put that on my thigh underneath the big poofy skirt, and then yeah, we're gonna go to church.
Take me to church.
That fucking song. Oh.
You love so.
No.
Yes. Just to remind everyone, I'll bring back the token of the guy Casa was fucking when you first met her.
Stub Jake.
Oh,
Oh, and I like to point out that we've killed all of her friends and
Yes.
shanked her away from her family. Just so
Oh,
you guys know.
I had no idea she was checking that.
yeah, I didn't know
No,
she was fucking him.
That's why they took several turns to get in there. The grenade went off at about the same time she went off the first time, and they had to get their pants back on.
The fuck did I miss?
At the lunes.
Yeah, I had no
Oh.
idea. Wow, I feel a lot worse about everything.
It's
Sorry,
okay.
Casa.
She's only, repressing it to fuck.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, well, let's just never bring that up ever, and that'll be fine. I will give her lots of hugs.
It's a myth. It didn't happen. She's been part of our party since day one. Right?
Listen,
And I'm
She
sure we could
doesn't
modify her
remember
memories
it
like that.
she didn't remember it because she got it knocked out of her during the pillow fights.
And that's the purpose of the pillow fights, to knock away all the bad memories.
I was never invited to, you big jerks.
I'm sorry you're a beat boop. Also, that guy's a real fuckboy.
He is, isn't he?
Wow, he is in a remarkable condition for a feudal worlder.
Yeah, because he's a fuckboy. It's the face is all he has.
Yeah. He's a priest, Stray. He gets to just sit around, talk at people, and get paid 1/10 of everyone's income.
And gets slammed by the proctor.
Oh, but there is no proctor anymore.
Yeah, he's the
He's the only
proctologist
priest
here.
left. He is in charge of this whole town. Gets to keep all the tithe to himself, and occasionally share it with loose women. But yes. We can move on to the sermon. I'll be honest with you. I looked at the structure of an appropriate sermon to steal and decided, fuck that shit. I'm not writing an in-universe equivalent of all of this. It would take me several days, and I'd just be there for half an hour, like just
Yeah, you don't need to do that.
reading aloud.
I'm surprised you actually wrote the one for the showering wedding when you did. That was my favorite moment. The whole campaign.
Yeah, I mean, little things like that are just like, hey, sort of need to do things like that. Like, if you guys were going to get baptized into the faith of the Fire Lord, and you fucking bet I'd be writing a little service for that. But no, just a standard sermon and Eucharist. No. Not worth it. But yes. You guys can attend the service. Is everyone attending?
Sure, why
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm right there.
Uh-huh.
Wait,
Me
I thought we just got
and
done.
Stray.
Oh yeah, I was. Okay.
Joke.
Yeah.
I'm of course attending for the memorans.
Yes. Yeah. You can grab a pew together. It's fairly crowded, but not jam-packed. Does seem like there's 150, 180 people roundabouts.
Fuck, that's a lot. That's more people than we used to have in my village.
Oh yeah, this is a regional hub town. It has 1,000 actual permanent inhabitants.
My god.
Yeah. Yes. There are a couple of there are a few like young men in similar robes to the rectors, just stood on either side of the flame that burns in the center of the nave. As the rector enters, they begin to sing hymns of praise. And Juno, you recognize this first hymn. It's remarkable in that it's completely unchanged from the Imperial Standard. You most likely have well, you would definitely remember how like singing it as part of the choir in the convents on Terra.
Well, time to sing along. Yes, bueno.
Oh God, fucking Lord.
I don't regret picking that fucking skill up for a second.
Oh no, it's the thing in prawn.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yes. The memoriam to the Emperor's sacrifice is sung, and then the rector raises a hand, and everyone goes silent. He begins to preach. Often I have told you of the price that you must pay. But let us all remember, for there is glory in paying that price, and the flame repays to us 1,000 times. For it cleanses us. It burns away our impurity, our sin. It brings us closer to how the Fire Lord made us in the ancient past. 'Tis only through the flame, through joining his sacrifice and burning away wickedness, that we can be what the Fire Lord wished us to be in the beginning. Continues much the same. It's preaching of the glory of the Fire Lord, the good that he does, the righteousness of purity and sacrifice. And sermon draws on. He'll light a brand from the great flame and walk down the aisle of the nave, holding it out over the heads of everyone. As he passes, they go down to their knees and murmur prayers. Yes. Any of you want to, you can roll law ecclesiarchy here. Juno, I don't think your background actually gives it to you, but fuck that, you should know this anyway. You'll just roll intelligence for the plus 20.
Can I just roll Lord de Sororitas? Close enough.
Can I use a call
Still
for
with a plus
legend?
20.
Sure.
Can I do a flat occult because I don't have Ecclesiarch?
Didn't you pick up infused knowledge?
I did actually. Huh. Forgot that. I do have infused knowledge. I don't know how that works. It's the int?
Yeah. For you it's +0.
Murder!
Outcast and Narcia.
It's okay.
Fire. Okay.
Your
Sounds
techno
pretty
fucks.
imperial.
Um,
No one expects better of you.
yeah. Fire is... Well, the Imperium has a lot to do with fire. This is broadly following the same structure. Eh? Whereas Juno, yeah. You're the relative expert here. Yeah. This is very much, this, as it is now, is a very similar service to what you would get on a pure Imperial world. And while there are deviations, there are levels of acceptable deviancy. Will need to be corrected, but, once you cross them, then it's purging time. This is very, very much within those levels.
Phew.
They are clearly praising the figure of the Emperor. They are emphasizing the sanctity of humanity. Worshipping sacrifice. That is what the ecclesiarchy demands. They just need an update and a correction on the exact figure, changing references from the Fire Lord to the Emperor, and, well, this would fit in a cathedral back home.
Juno is extraordinarily relieved to hear that everything's going to be okay. These people are good to go.
So how long until she sleeps with the rector? With Mr. Felix.
Juno's not that kind of girl. Although she is really wet right now. Just going to go back to the hotel room and grind on that flamethrower.
As service begins to come to an end, the rector will invite any who wish to absolve themselves in the flame to come up front. Are any of you taking him up on that offer?
You know what? I'll do it.
Yeah, same.
Oh boy. Anyone else?
Actually, hold on. Before I commit to doing that, does anyone from the congregation actually go up there? I'll wait to see if it... Okay. Then yeah, that's fine.
I forgot to write which arm was my bionic arm.
Holy shit, my house just rattled. It's still rattling. Oh god.
What are
What's
all
happening?
your AKs going off?
That was about a... is about a 35... 40-second long thunder rumble.
Bloody hell.
Good lord, it's still going.
Are you sure that's thunder, not earthquake, actually?
That is an earthquake. You have a 4.2 up there.
Ah.
Really?
Yes.
There's an earthquake in Tennessee.
Wait, that's a good point. Tennessee.
We don't really get earthquakes around here.
Oh, we get them all the time. It's fine.
That's just a big thunder.
So,
Snippy, we have the same climate, and the ground is trying to kill us.
High five.
Bad.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, the last earthquake in Tennessee was in 1865.
Exactly, you're still feeling the afterquakes from that.
Not true.
No, it was earlier today.
Really? Fucking Google,
Yeah.
why are you lying to me? Literally the first result is when was Tennessee's last earthquake?
Well, that was the biggest earthquake.
Yeah, you had 2 earlier today. One, 3 kilometers outside of Luden, and one 11 kilometers south of Tusculum.
Oh, well, that's nowhere near me, so I think that's fine.
I really wish I had that. I had a map.
Yeah.
Oh, what? No,
It-
there's
you-
one looks right on top of where you live.
Oh no, actually.
Well, those were, quite a few hours ago, but yeah, y'all did get some earthquakes earlier today. Be safe.
Meanwhile, my city has had 2 earthquakes in the last year.
Those are baby numbers.
I know.
In my country, we have 10 earthquake at least per year. Thankfully, all of them happen in Albania or sea, so we are safe.
Our government said
Right
no
back.
fracking.
Yeah, I'm also just going to step away real quick.
I really wanted to see either Bob or Savin just walk into the fire and burn them. It's a shame they held back.
I'm assuming he's just gonna burn a part of my body, and I'm gonna try and offer the arm that's made out of metal.
I'm assuming you're gonna go up there and he's just put your hand in the fire and then he just kicks you, puts your whole body. And then we start a combat encounter. As the town of stealth suits burst from every direction. Killing everyone in the village. Everyone is gonna be dead again except Graves. Because Graves is gonna fucking pull a clutch again and murder every single last one of the stealth suits.
I just came back. Tell me Snippy is shitposting.
Am I? No one knows.
Alright, I'm sitting my ass back down.
Oh, there's a teeny tiny one right there near Knoxville.
Look, okay, TCL, when someone says to you, give yourself into the flame, what do you expect will happen?
Oh, I
The
heard
start of-
I heard absolve myself in flame.
I expected the start of Dark Souls.
Exactly. Oh, Bob, you could become a perpetual. Go throw yourself into the pyre.
I mean, if that's a thing that can happen.
Imagine, Bob, having a perpetual. You never die, but you do go insane.
I'm still amazed I have 0 insanity.
Let's see, how much
So
insanity do I have? That's under advancement, right? I have 3 insanity. Oh yeah, there's that little bloodstorm thing that happened. That's so
If
cool.
you only knew how much insanity and corruption are truly.
Is it 0?
Yes.
Holy crap! But this thing says that there's been an earthquake multiple times a day in Tennessee. I didn't even know. So, huh? Oh look, one even in Sparta, huh? Oh, what in New Madrid? Ugh, that's scary.
Are we waiting for Savin's house to stabilize?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay.
Don't lie, Savin.
I mean, physically I'm fine. I'm an emotional wreck, but you know.
Oh, buddy. I can relate. Would you like some rum?
No, I don't drink.
Okay, would you like some cognac?
I
Yes, just keep offering him stuff. He doesn't know anything about alcohol, so we can just offer him something really obscure. Haha, got him.
Bourbon. Okay, I got this. We have water.
Is it water made from potatoes?
Shh, no, it's actual, honest to God, non-alcoholic. What?
There's zero part of me that believes. Also, where be Merz?
She said she'd be right back.
Okay. Oh.
We ease you in with the water. That said, I'll lock you in a room with nothing but alcohol. You'll be eventually forced to drink the booze to survive.
Are you okay, Snippy?
Oh man,
He's
Ah,
He's
that
just really
was-
drunk,
like
that's
me.
fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm not really drunk. I'm just a bit drunk because the
Regular
rum,
drunk.
sugar in it, man. It
Yeah.
books with.
I was asking if he's had too little to drink or too much to drink. I can never remember with him.
Okay,
The answer
here's
is
the
yes.
thing. Exactly. Winter gets it.
But you didn't have the just right amount.
There is no amount with rum. It's sugar in it.
Yeah, rum. I drink rum sometimes. I try to stay away from it because it is based off of sugarcane.
Like
Uh,
Ouzo has some sugar in it, but it's not nearly as bad as rum.
it has some opium in it as well.
I fucking wish.
And it made from what's the fucking seeds? They
Poppy
use-
seeds.
Poppy seeds, yes. The stuff that the dude was on when he wrote the shit on Revelations. The guy.
Oh man, where's the crack
You
pipe
mean
when
the
you
Apostle
need it?
John?
Yeah, he had his back broke, so he was taking poppy seeds while I was writing letters to other churches. They got some really interesting stuff in that book.
See, nowadays we
Alright.
just use methadone. It's cheaper.
Alright. Was Savin back?
Yeah, hi.
Yeah. Graves, Narcia, Ceiko, are you going to go and, purify yourselves in the flame?
I'm not even at the church.
Oh,
I'm
I thought you...
He's smart.
Okay.
I thought my whole point was that I'm not getting out my armor and that I stick out like a sore thumb.
I mean, yeah, but I did ask if everyone was going, and you didn't say yes, but no one actually told me you weren't.
I thought
No,
that's because
DCL did
everyone
actually say he was going to stay outside.
Yeah. I also thought that fucking Cass and I can't forget who else were being sarcastic when they were saying they were going in. Well, I'm still, I guess, not in the church, but close towards it.
Right, yes, sorry. But yes, then Ceiko, Narcia,
No, thank you.
Narcia?
No.
Alright. You know, I think Cass is going to stay back as well. This seems like a questionable idea.
Should I just, like, roll intelligence to see if I get, like, that bad juju off this? I'm starting to get bad juju off this. Maybe Scroot to see if I'm about to, like, actually go throw myself into a bonfire?
You could, yeah. Alright, the people that started standing up, they don't look like they aren't, like, wearing the sort of expression of someone who's going to their deaths. It's like, they look like they're going, but You're a church girl. They look like people who are queuing for a confessional.
Hmm. I see. I see. You know, when we start going up to, or when Baltus starts going up there, Juno's gonna just put a hand on his shoulder and say, maybe not. Might overplay our hand. But she's not gonna like force him. She's just offering the suggestion of, maybe not.
Yeah, he's gonna sit back down. Okay, not today. Not today, God.
Alright.
I no idea if you picked that up or not. Not used to having to stand mic.
Yeah. The penitents would go forward. Yeah. Lean in, speak to the rector, and then he takes one of their hands and just guides it to brush against the flame. Yeah. Let out hisses of pain, but he doesn't hold them there long enough to cause physical injury. Just burn the hairs away from their hand. Then he touches their brow with the with the bottom end of his flaming brand. And grants them a blessing and directs them back to their seat. If you wanted to, you could still slip into the line.
No, I don't want to accidentally give anything away. Better not to.
And as a sister of battle, you do have a very substantive connection with the Emperor.
I mean, mostly Juno just kind of wants to put her hand in a fire, but, it's fine. Do it later.
Okay. Baltus, are you sticking with the Juno's plan of not joining, or has the actual substance of the rite convinced you back around again?
So there's no actual talk. You just walk up and have your hand burned a little bit.
They walk up. They say something to the priest, presumably whatever sin it is they're confessing, and then he puts their hand in the flame briefly, touches them with his rod of office, and blesses them.
Okay. You know what?
Eyes of flame.
Let me see. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to continue. The go up there and have my arm burned with what would be a sin my character is capable of. Lusting after a woman he's not married to, that's possible. Lying.
Who really counts that as a sin? I mean, come on.
I know Felix does it. Let's just go with, you know what, telling untruths or lying. No, you know what? I'm just gonna stick with the lusting after a woman. Sorry, that
Fair
one's
enough.
actually that one's true enough. It won't give away anything.
Alright. Yeah. You can join the penitents, make that confession, and Felix takes your hand and guides it to brush through the very outside of the flame. So, Baltus, I have 2 questions for you.
Yes.
First question. Do you have a corruption bonus?
I do not have a corruption bonus. No.
Alright. Second question. Do you know any disciplines from the Sanctic Demonology tree?
The nice one.
Yes, I do actually.
Which power from Sanctic Demonology?
That's the first one. It'll be. Let me scroll down. I got it. Psychic Communion.
Ho ho. Ho ho ho. So, Baltus, as your hand goes through the flame, there is no heat. It does not burn you at all. And, well, could you roll me a +0 willpower test?
True.
Alright. The flame flares. You can just feel it feeding on your connection to the warp and empowering itself with holy might. It had been yellow and red, it turns white, and your hand is wrapped in white flame. Holy fire. So, Baltus. That is 4 degrees of success, yes?
Yeah.
Please, make a note on your character sheet that for the next 4 days, you are, what's your psi rating? Sorry, real quick.
Before or after the hood?
After.
6.
Okay. You are under the effects of the Hammerhand psychic power for 4 days, with psi rating equal to your psi rating. Congratulations, Baltus. You have unnatural strength 6 for 4 days.
Holy.
Hey, are you swole enough for Casa now?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Boom, boom, magic muscles.
You can use Astartes weapons with that kind of strength.
He can use them one-fucking-handed with that strength.
You can use an autocannon as a pistol.
Yes.
What's his strength normally? Somewhere in the 20s?
Yeah.
Yeah, you now have a strength bonus of 8 for 4 days. Yes, it's not just the hand that went into the flame that is lit with white fire. It is both of them. And, the lattice work and studs of your psychic hood are lit up as well. You You appear to have left the rector, however, at something of a loss for words, as,
Oh no.
well, he clearly wasn't expecting that. Um,
Ah, yes, I remember our tenets. Subtlety.
Every time. Every fucking time.
Yeah, don't worry, guys. I'll just say something believable, and it'll pass like nothing happened.
I too was a priest. Yes.
yes.
I was born by a volcano. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. While I'm fairly certain this is sufficient to take you guys by surprise as well, you are more experienced in weird shit than the locals. You have the initiative here. What the fuck are you going to do? Baltus looks like a saint.
Well, first
I'm
of
gonna
all, I
treat
feel
him
like
a
I
saint.
should throw Forbidden Lore Warp in it. Just
That's a good idea.
oh my god, it's a fucking demon.
Would you like to re-roll that?
Yes, I would. I like how I keep getting consistently 90s.
Alright, come on, green number. Green number!
There you go.
I'm sad. I wanted to get 100.
Alright. Yeah, that is definitely, the warp. But that's not demonic. That's so far from demonic that you would have to be a, drooling mongoloid to think it was demonic.
Or a perfectly valid concern. No, I'm not actually shooting him.
Yeah, and you've got Narcia's brain. She has memorance implants that records the shit she sees. Yeah,
okay.
that is a blessing of the Emperor. Just
So
holy
I know what Juno
glory
wants to
made manifest.
So is Juno's gonna go up? Is his hand giving off heat covered in that holy fire?
No.
All right, and you said the actual like brazier is burning up much hotter, like a different color now.
Yeah, pure white.
All right, yeah, Juno's just fucking putting her hands in there. We are trusting to the Emperor's light, and I'm gonna try and like throw some charm to make people all like the rest of the congregation do this. Like this is the right thing to do. We all need to just give praise unto him.
Alright. Juno, have you... You don't have enough insanity to get any of the, miracles yet, do you?
I have no insanity and no corruption.
You basically can't get corruptions.
Well, yeah. But I have no insanity either. Like, literally zero. Juno's, like, insultingly saying I can't even get sister talents.
Well... Whoops. Well, go ahead and roll me willpower, Juno.
Okay. Willpower, you
Plus
said.
0.
Alright. I'd like to reroll that.
Our rolls always.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
You know, it is a good thing I made friends with Felix. But perhaps that'll help.
Right, 3 DOS. The thing Baltus got was affected by his DOS, that gave him his duration.
I guess I'll put another fate point into this to get more DOS if that helps.
Alright. Yeah. So, while Baltus is sanctified and has communed with the Emperor, his relationship isn't as close as yours is. You are a Sororita. Your order is known for miracles. So where Baltus's hands are within holy fire, your whole form is.
Ah, yes, I see. The tried and tested tactic. If you're not going to be subtle, then just be completely loud.
If I could only be so grossly...
Yeah, we're going loud,
yes, David.
boys.
Ah,
Oh,
yes,
God
David,
damn.
I'm so glad that you, of all people, are here to lead us in pure subtlety and stealth.
Just throw myself into the fire. We shall become grossly incandescent.
Yeah, you see why I was so excited that it was these two going up?
Oh my fucking god! You know what?
Don't
It's
worry.
a god there.
Hey, don't worry. I get to participate soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, your whole body is just wrapped in a shroud of burning white flame. Narcia, just looking at her, yeah, you're fairly certain this is what the Flame Falcons looked like when they were afflicted by their so-called curse.
Oh, so that's why they all got fucking purged.
Yeah, we were too grossly incandescent. Can I make that charm roll to get other people to come up here and just engulf themselves in the flame?
Yes.
Excellent.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
DCL,
Oh no, that's unacceptable. I use another fate point. For just
Ugh.
using them all.
don't worry. Next time, DCL, next
There we
plan
go.
we go to, I'm just gonna immediately start a massive run.
You know, at this
Who's
point,
the charm for?
that charm was for the people to come join in the fire.
Alright, so, just give me a moment. Let me open up my citizen stat block and I guess, the rector's stat block.
I guess I get to at least come in once I start hearing the screams of the foot burned and suffering.
He did it.
That's the rector and citizens.
So,
Yeah.
Oh my fucking!
Juno, they, you call them into the flame, and, well, this is a miracle. Just undisputedly already a miracle. It starts becoming more of one when the rector steps in fully. He is engulfed, but not burned. He is wrapped in the Emperor's cleansing touch. And Baltus, you can see all of those lusts and petty desires that he had just being burned away.
what have we done?
You can also just feel that the touch of the flame is pouring into his soul. He may be developing a psychic talent.
You know what? I'm not drunk
Yes.
for this. I'll be right back.
So what's happening right now
Oh, he's
is that
becoming
we
a
got our
trooper.
new anti-Tau infantry. Someone get these peasants' crossbows.
Yep. All right. This is the time when me and Baltus just start spouting out about the Emperor of Flame that has graced us all this day.
Yes.
This is beautiful.
We strange foreigners from another land.
Sent here by God.
The Emperor has given us a vision.
Yeah. And then the people start pouring in. They don't engulf themselves as fully as the priest did, but they take some of his light into themselves. And the fact that the flame had changed colour had already brought some attention from outside. the screams of religious ecstasy as today becomes Pentecost Day, that is just spreading through the town.
Pentecost!
I look through the church door, see my party members glowing, and I just sigh and open up my comm and say, Eloa, please come down here.
What? Why? Why would you do that?
Okay, shitpost aside, do you really think there is any degree of subtlety that we have kept after this?
Yeah, but if Eloa drops in the middle of town, it's gonna...
We're just gonna go into a holy crusade. That's all. Just a little crusade. Just perfectly normal. They just had a war a few years ago.
We are past the point of subtlety. I am getting my gear now, thank you.
We need to
Could you
get
just
the-
do it outside of town? Thanks.
Yeah, please. We're having a moment here. Don't ruin it.
I will walk out to the forest to get my stuff now. Thank you.
we
Thanks,
do-
bye.
Who's the Lord? I forgot the Lord's name.
Comte Renard?
He needs to be brought in on this. We need him most especially, so that way there's some like legitimacy to it.
I'm sorry, glowing hands. Yeah. You are your own legitimacy.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure when you just validate an entire people's religion, you stop caring about governmental systems.
I mean, the Flame Falcons thought that too, but it didn't work out too well for them.
Yeah, but the Flame Falcons were dealing with the the Inquisition and the Greater Imperium as a whole, not a hyper-religious feudal society. You're good.
This is perfect. Baltus saves the plot once again as he manages to move it.
Saves.
I'm going outside and going.
So the town just like, okay, guys, maybe it was just a false alarm, and then a giant fucking beaming ball of fire.
I'm just glad that Bob finally made a way so I can participate.
Penguin actual, our teammates are glowing. I think subtlety is out the door.
Why are you picking Narcia?
10-4.
Oh, yeah.
Eloa is Penguin 3.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't see it because I saw. What does he even say?
I mean, also, I think only Narcia has the ability to communicate with me how high I am, and also I sent the thing to Narcia.
All right, I dragged.
Vox communicate.
Well, I sent this thing to Narcia, but the thing is, we don't know if the Tau intercepted my transmission.
Yeah. Okay, so let me put it this way. I dragged Narcia with me to show her what I just saw, then I'm starting to drag her out to the borders, deadpanning the entire way.
Oh, I thought Narcia was there.
I'm in the church, I'm sorry. You're
Oh.
fucked. You're fucked.
I'm going in the church and dragging out Narcia.
Narcia is currently trying to feed people her pie in the middle of the religious celebration.
I am dragging you out.
But my pie.
I fucking refuse.
The pie has been blessed by the Emperor.
You're
My first roll is below a 90. Praise be the Lord of Flame.
I'm actually.
You cooked the pie in the flames! Holy pies for everyone!
I am actually dragging you out.
He's also mad.
I guess roll a strength test against her.
Okay. Now Vapor gets to cockblock me.
Yes. I'm blessed, mother.
Get fucked, heretic.
I don't.
You could just. Actually, real quick, important question here. Narcia, did you actually just bring the Vox set into the church anyway?
No.
Yeah, you don't need to drag her, you just need to go back to her room and use the radio.
Alright, I try to drag Narcia out and I get force blasted by fucking holy emperor magic and I just go, you know what? That's just the day that it is today.
Just go sit down, Graves. It's okay.
Yeah, you you try to grab her, but she's wriggly, and there's just this whole mass of religious fanatics now surging in. You're swept away from her, and it's an effort to break out of them without just being dragged into the cleansing flame yourself.
You know, I'm just gonna push my way on through, and I'm just gonna find the box to go.
Oh wait! Oh, do we have Graves' friend? Yeah, let's get Graves' friend on this. Everyone.
Does Graves know how to use a Vox? Specifically, the advanced Vox.
Do you need training for that?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so
Really?
DCL, have you used the radio in real
Okay,
life?
Merz just gave me an answer I couldn't hear.
Not really.
Okay. I assume the training that it would be a part of is training we would have already gotten.
Yeah.
Okay, you got the radio then.
It's covered under Imperial Guard basic training. Like, fucking hell. You guys have even better basic training than that.
You know, DCL, instead of fucking with a Vox, you could dunk yourself into the flames.
I'm not going to because my strength, my willpower score is low, and I do not trust my rolls. Also, you're all glowing now. I'm going to call it Eloa.
Call me fucking glowy, how dare you?
And after I fucking rolled so well to disguise my thing, you're going to immediately call the Tau to your location.
I do. Okay. Can anyone justify to me how we keep any amount of subtlety after all of this?
Let me tell you how, actually, because I can. This is an Imperial world with a cult on it. We are now missionaries who came here to give them the light of the Emperor.
We have a literal saint, and that's not one of us. It's Felix.
And again, we're talking about two different elements here. We're talking about the people on the planet and the Tau. If you start yelling at me on the Vox, then Merzendi's going to roll another. Oh, you know what? Do what you want. I'm not there to tell you what to do.
All right.
Yeah, okay.
I'm on call. We'll deal. We'll deal.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. My pie-related psychosis is pulling me away.
Pie-related psychosis.
Yeah, you can get the radio, well, the Vox set, and yeah, Ella got Vox ping, looks like. Want me to patch it through to you, or should I take it?
Wait, I said I wasn't gonna call.
Oh, you want?
No, I said fuck it. We'll go. Everyone else says they can still maintain subtlety. Fuck it.
Well, again, you guys ruined the subtlety for the peasants, not for the Tau. And I just rolled.
If anything, we've
11 out of,
increased our Tau subtlety dramatically.
I'm
I
not
rolled
sure that-
11 out of 115 against the Tau, seeing that I talked to Narcia.
Okay, sorry, I misunderstood there.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll look the way out.
I forgot that that was in PMs with the GM. So, Narcia, you get this in Technolingua.
Okay. Ooh. That's good. Well, I'll have to sort that out after I'm back in the
After
church.
you're done baking like 14 pies.
Yes.
Pies are for the Lord.
Yeah, I've now got to wonder if the Comte is willing to get swept up in this, because this isn't the type of thing he normally would be. You know what I will do? And,
Can we
Oh, yeah,
oppose
that's
you
good command.
somehow? Yeah, that was really
yes.
cool.
The Rector Felix is trying to just call for people to bring the Quant to be purified, to join, to be made one with the flame. He's just seeing this as a religious coup and is buttoning up his manner. So if you want to try to get him to come out and join in with the Burner Nations, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna go there, and in my full flaming incandescence, and yeah, I'm gonna. I don't want to give off the angle that like Juno and Baltus and all of us are like some sort of like flame angels or anything, but if that's what comes off from this, that's not the worst thing in the world. But no, we're just gonna try and persuade the Comte that we're not trying to take over. This is real. This is a miracle. Behold our flaming glory. And charm. Do I get any bonuses from the Rector and Balty and etc.?
You can get the full plus 20 from maximized assistance, and what's your willpower bonus?
It is 4.
And a plus 20 from being on fire.
Nice.
Also, I don't think I gave you your effect from
No.
being on fire. So if you open the choral book and go to page 136, you'll see the demonic trait. You are not actually demonic, but for 4 days you are treated as if you had the demonic 4 trait.
To be fair, that's basically how you make a not an icon. What are they called?
Saints.
Yeah, the saints are basically the Emperor's version of demons.
So you're saying Juno just became a saint temporarily?
Yeah.
Yeah, she has been infused with holy power, yes.
So technically, you are a being of the warp right now.
This
Or
planet
part
is
of
the
you.
best. I love this place.
It's a good fucking thing we're fighting Tau and not, say, you know,
The Inquisition.
Necrons.
Alright. So you said it's demonic 4?
Yep.
Nice.
Jesus Christ, you've no idea how horrifying that is.
Alright.
Wow, you just got
I kind of want to reroll.
Also,
that, but no.
also all of your attacks are treated as holy attacks.
Are you sure you don't? Well, okay, Midnight Grace has a good reason. My God.
And you said the last is for 4 days?
Yep. You get demonic equal to your willpower bonus, and it lasts for days equal to your degrees of success on the initial willpower attack.
Jesus Christ.
so that's +4 defense against all damage.
Yep.
It's essentially, well, it's essentially, but not quite, unnatural toughness 4, because felling doesn't overcome it.
And you guys said we weren't ready to take on the Tau. So yeah, do I need to pop a fate to reroll that, or am I gonna succeed there? Is the rector's new name Flamespeaker?
Oh, that's just the name of the stat block.
Oh.
Currently, the Comte is winning by a degree of success.
By 1 degree of success?
Yeah.
So if I just pop a fate to get plus 10, then it would still be tied?
Yes.
Alright. We re-rolling. Just gonna burn all my fate. This is fine. What could go wrong? Well, I guess
Alas.
what happens if we tie?
You still have another one?
Oh yeah, I still have fate.
Oh,
I started the session with 6 fate points. What up?
Okay. Yeah, alright.
Okay.
So yeah, narratively, what happens if we tie here? Is it still basically a him win? Because he's the passive party here.
We will basically be negotiating an a somewhat unsatisfying outcome for both parties. He doesn't win completely, you don't win completely, but we'll talk out of character as to what that would mean.
Okay, I think that's worth popping a fate point. I want to get him at least somewhat into this. So yeah, I will bring us to a tie.
Yeah. Him winning was like him opposing you, and thinking you were, well, trying to usurp his legitimate authority and basically fighting against you with military force. You winning was bringing him completely on side and getting him to join in the flame bathing. Now, neither of those two outcomes are going to happen. So where does the middle meet?
So, what I want most of all is for him not to view us as a threat. That we are genuinely here for this cultural religious revival, and we are sincere in our want to help not just the people, but also the Comte. Like, noble to noble. We do not want to usurp his authority. We only want to bring people the faith.
Indeed, his authority would help.
Indeed, yes. Good.
Okay. You can definitely convince him you aren't a threat, you aren't trying to overthrow him or his queen, and you can get him to back down from having his soldiers actually sticking muskets out the windows. He's still not joining the religious revival himself, but he is. You can get him to accept that it is a thing that is happening, and that he can coexist with it.
Excellent. That is good enough for me.
Good.
Someday, after Loopy takes over this planet, Juno will go into the Comp's house and show him exactly where she's from. It will be a good day. But not this day.
And, yeah. What next, guys?
I guess we're marching to the capital. Showing the queen, the living saint, and the herald of flame, Balty, and...
Look, Merz, just like in in Orthodox Easter, we need to take a piece of the flame and carry it all the way to the capital.
Hi, you have Juno and Baltus.
Precisely. It is
also the rector, actually.
Alright, yep.
Now the rector needs to stay here.
Well, no, he got a psychic awakening from it. He is also lit with the inner flame.
Oh,
Alright.
bro, that's
We're
pretty lit.
Yeah, Felix is actually more of a saint than Juno and me.
Yep. Yeah, we gotta go to the capital, preferably with him, because he knows anything about this religion at all. But whatever.
Yeah. He also would like to go.
Excellent.
It's just,
How many people in the town are now glowing, other than just the three of us?
I
Do I need to roll a Sinesius check?
bloody hell. This town actually had a lot of latent psychers.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you have, in addition to Felix, you have awoken 12 latent psychers.
Oh, the
Oh,
black
that-
ships need to be called here as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh man,
Just-
if the rector of the big cathedral is also a psychic and we get him to light on fire, whoo boy. Yeah, so I vote we gather up everybody who's glowing and we just march to the capital.
I guess I'm going to start preparing supplies for at least us, so that way when everybody stars from the march, we'll be able to continue on.
The capital's only a couple days away, right?
This year.
Yes.
So, you know what happens when you get a lot of people that just discover psychic ability?
You get a lot of warp activity because they're all using their powers for the first time and demons are being summoned.
Oh, yes.
Potentially, so yeah, that's something you gotta keep in mind, bro.
Yeah, that's why I want to get them all out of town, so they're not exploding the town.
Also, we need to put more emphasis on the Emperor.
Yes, this is a great time to talk to them about the Flame Emperor.
Yes.
I think that's a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Probably.
That apparently has happened in lore, where a bunch of Chaos worshippers decided to awaken a bunch of psychers on a saint world, and it backfired horribly. All the psychers went, "Oh no, I'm a psyker. Also, praise the Emperor!" Giant psychic shield wall of saints.
I'm just here to see how good or bad this goes at this point.
Oh, it's going places, man.
Yeah, this is going places. Either amazing or we're all gonna get burned at the stake. But I'm stoked either way.
Yeah. Given the, you guys have mounts, the burning plebeians don't, though, so if you want to do a big march with them, it is actually going to take 10 days to reach the capital.
Oh fuck, we can't get to the capital. Well, can we get to the capital within the 4 days if we're just on mounts?
Yes.
Well, the plebeians are gonna have to hit the car.
You can, buy or convince or possibly convince the comte to gift you a few more mounts. Like the rector can definitely get a mount, but you will have to intercede to get sufficient for the other 12 Bernie boys.
Can we get a couple of carts and just wheel them along with us?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just get a couple carts. That's a lot cheaper than trying to get... It's a lot less of an ask in this case, I think is the more important thing.
Yes. That will mean, with carts, you will arrive on at the capital on the 4th day.
Cutting it close. What do you guys think?
Worth it. We can't leave these psychers unattended.
Oh no, I mean,
Especially
should we go
seeing
for
as
the
we-
carts instead of the mounts?
We should go for the carts, but we already have our mounts, our personal. We bought them already.
Can't you just say this is a religious gathering? Everyone needs to gather up everything for their lord and start going towards the capital.
That's basically what we're doing.
We could.
Basically, what we're doing.
All right, yeah, let's just
Sign
go with the
off the
carts.
purpose.
That way, we arrive at the capital. We give unto the head priest there the holy flame, and then we extinguish ourselves. This is fine. This is fine. Balty, do you
Yes.
know how to train psychers?
Black ships, man.
Uh, at this point, it's just keep them focused on the emperor.
Yeah,
The
there
whole
you go.
thing,
Just
just extra strict religious training here, boys.
yeah, okay. It's
No
we're
room for heresy.
Yumi and the Rector are just gonna have to keep them focused on the flames.
Yes.
All right. Do we need to roll or spend anything to get the carts, or can we just get that?
No. If you're willing to just get carts, you can just get carts.
Excellent. All right, glowy turnip friends, to the capital.
My fucking God, Jesus Christ.
Yes, he's right here. Yes. Given what happened, I think the Comte will be joining you, along with a small escort of his troops.
Yay!
This isn't really a thing where he is willing to let you guys, risk a bandit attack.
Oh, yeah, I like to see those bandits. Just see a bunch of people on fire. Yeah, I think we should just.
Yeah,
pick
I would
another
love
area.
to get attacked by some bandits. Just attack me with anything right now. Come on. No,
Yeah,
alright, I appreciate the comp doing this. Gonna change back into my armor and get up. Just to confirm, the glowy flames don't produce heat, right? Like I'm not gonna go into my equipment and then just detonate.
Correct.
Okay.
They are completely heatless and soundless.
Okay, perfect, excellent. I'm glad all that promethium I'm about to start carrying isn't just gonna kill all of us.
It's fine. You have heat sinks for that.
Right. I'm gonna need a hot minute to think here, as
We've derailed
Well-
this plot really bad.
yeah, I wasn't expecting you guys to actually go into it, and I wasn't expecting you to both succeed. And I definitely wasn't expecting you to, crusade on the back of it.
Remember, guys, the point of this mission going in was subtlety and information gathering.
I don't know how we function as an inquisitorial unit and why they keep expecting us to be subtle. I fucking told August, bro, we ain't subtle. That ain't our mission objective.
I would like to point out 3 hours ago when I posted, our party is incapable of keeping low.
Yeah,
They were doing really well.
we were doing really well until Jesus Christ entered the chat. And now
man.
3 living saints are hanging out with.
I'm going to go get more alcohol.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, I am as well. I'll be back soon.
Last
I'm gonna
time
go
I
take a
played Dark
piss.
Heresy, we might or might have not caused the thermonuclear detonation in the hive. So this is subtle enough. You guys have not detonated any WMDs throughout this entire playthrough. I mean, seriously, just imagine. having your investigation fuck up so bad that you cause a thermonuclear meltdown in the core of the house. Or even better, stopping the thermonuclear detonation with a vortex grenade, opening a permanent rift to the war, dooming the planet for millennia.
Well, you
Yes.
haven't said anything, Bob, so...
Because I might have thrown the vortex grenade at the thermonuclear detonation as it was going off and opened the portal to war. That's my bad. On me. Good times, though. I'll do it again. God damn it. Sorry. Stray is just perpetually in the corner.
Yeah, I'm mini-me.
Oh, I can see that.
It's a corner you get to say none of this was my fault.
Amjal is trying to say it's some of this is my fault, but she's
Amjal.
wrong.
Amjal, you're wrong.
I've done so well in keeping the Tau off your backs.
You know what this situation needs? A vortex grenade. Fucking. This is amazing. Hope to God this bites us in the ass.
Boy.
No, we
Oh
could have
god, I
always
had
just
an idea.
defeated it.
Merz, are you here?
No, she stepped away.
Fuck.
Oh,
Alright,
we could
guys.
have bumped planet.
How heretical would it be to say that a rogue trader who... Oh, hi, Merz.
Hello. You asked for me?
Yes. How heretical would it be to say that a rogue trader who, say, owns a planet is the Emperor's representative on that planet?
Literally correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what if, when we arrive at the capital, we arrange it so that shortly thereafter, a Imperial gunship with this planet's new Lord and Ruler August arrives once we have said that we are bringing a renewed faith and a representative of the Flame Emperor back to this world. I would like to use this as an opportunity to introduce these people to their Lord and Master.
To their rightful.
To their rightful Lord and Master, yes.
Also, like, how do you expect us to become subtle after suddenly becoming saints?
Yeah, no, there's no recovering from this. We might as well just go brass tacks. I'm gonna need, regardless of how this goes down, to get in contact with the Mother of Invention.
Was that what I tried to do?
Okay. Okay, there are two different factions we're doing stuff with.
Okay.
So, there's the locals and then the Tau. I have done very well in keeping the Tau unaware of your location.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, we bring him in directly into the capital. Like, a full fanfare and everything. Like, once we get there, we completely drop all subtlety on all fronts. And just
if
like,
we do that and let our guard down, the Tau will just fucking nuke us.
I don't think the tower is just gonna blow up the city.
Okay.
Let them nuke us, because then they reveal their position. They
That
show
too.
their hand.
Yeah, like,
Aloha.
eventually these people are gonna have to be introduced to Augie.
I'm fairly I'm more okay with the basic people being sort of the locals being freaked out by us than the Tau picking us up, if I'm perfectly honest. That's where I'm at, is trying to avoid being picked up by the Tau. So whatever Eloa is doing to keep the Tau off our back is a-okay with me.
It's mainly using tech use and not communicating, and when I do, communicating as quietly as possible. In fact, I'm gonna have to send another one because I got another thing.
Well, I mean that's good. If you can send us a comm, then we can update you on what's going on, right?
No.
Oh.
I'm only sending single word or couple word bursts.
Yeah.
The first thing oops, sorry.
If you try to maintain a prolonged signal enough for like a two-way conversation, that'll be fairly easily picked up. That'll start getting towards the point where I don't have to make rolls to detect.
So do you guys just not want to take this opportunity to bring down the rogue trader to meet his people?
I don't want to bring a entire rogue trader ship into a trap against an enemy where we don't know where they are or their marshals. What happens if we bring down the Mother of Invention and the Tau have more than one scout vessel?
I was thinking like bring him down in the gunship, not the whole capital ship.
He is not in orbit.
Are they not?
No.
But they are in very high orbit. It's technically in orbit, but it is like a ways away from the planet. They are nowhere near the atmosphere right now. They're holding back while you do the scouty bit. Like
Okay.
they are currently they are holding back outside of orbital defense laser engagement range, just in case.
Gotcha. Okay.
But yeah, you could, if you were willing to break silence and communicate with Eloa, she could, she and Kira could go back to Mother of Invention, pick him up along with some missionaries and some people, and then swoop back. And that it would be about a full day's round trip for them to go get him, but they could do it, absolutely.
Right. So I'm just thinking we're not going to get a better chance than this ever to peaceably introduce a bunch of missionaries.
It is a great idea. After all, we did kind of rope Loopy into taking care of this planet. Might as well make it slightly easier for him.
Yeah. On the other hand, also it's dangerous as shit, and we're not done. So, like
Yep.
I'm not like gonna push for this. I'm putting this out there as a good idea. I think.
I mean, imagine running away immediately after receiving a blessing from the Emperor. That'd be awkward.
So, thoughts?
I mean, as the GM, I am on board with. I am in favor of it in order to, get Eloa on the ground with you and not having to sit on a vibrator anymore.
Yeah, poor fucking Eloa.
I've completely lost the plot at this point, and I'm just basically here to see how this turns out.
Name?
I am only going to beam down a single message, and then a single message, which is a single word: regroup.
So we do have a secondary LZ. Because I don't really want to beam a message back. We want to go into the assumption that we're getting those messages.
Alright. So Eloa does, like, while we're getting all this shit together and moving, she beams us down the one word regroup.
Yeah,
What does
need
that
to
mean?
head to secondary LZ. Eloa is requesting a regroup.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess like during the night we'll part from the rector and the group, and our little subgroup can go off to pray, like on the first night out of town.
Alright. Though, I do have to ask, how are you going to signal Eloa that you're there?
We don't need to signal her we're there. She's gonna be waiting at the LZ that we set up before we even went down on the planet, because we've studied the territory.
Well, yeah, it's just, timing is a factor, given that there are, sneaky greyskins, sneaking into your house and stealing your ramen.
I have a smoke grenade.
Vox
At
Pulse.
night?
It's a very bubblegum pink smoke grenade.
I can
Okay,
see
and what about
it
like...
on mine.
And we could
not
do
a
like
close race hospital.
just a single like tap
Actually,
on the
no,
rocks.
we can just drag Baltus along and he can fucking Sinesis this shit.
What do you expect his Synesians to do?
Oh yes, there are living creatures over that direction. Oh look, there are living creatures everywhere. Can you use your Sinesis to kill the mosquitoes? While I'm foxing this.
No, I don't think Synesian says prestidigitation.
God fucking damn it.
I
This is gonna make me
yeah, I
feel better
have
about
no
myself.
idea what you're trying to do here, Snippy.
What I'm trying to do is cause a warp phenomenon to make it rain blood. That would be an unmistakable landmark for the LZ.
Oh,
That would also scare away the...
Baltus, if you want to, you can, just force a psychic phenomena to happen.
We are a psychic phenomenon.
I was kidding.
I think the party could do that all on its own, apparently. Without my need. No, I don't think I will.
Wait a minute. Can't I use my locator implant for the ship?
Just maybe send up just a list of coordinates.
Just a brief pulse.
Yeah, you can do that if you wish, yes.
Oh god, I have to throw tech use to see if I can do it real stealthy.
Yes.
Oh boy, I'm bad at tech use.
The
Well,
least amount of... Sorry, go ahead.
You know who's not so bad at tech use? It's Casa. With her skill ranks, she has a 60 in tech use.
60, okay.
Keep your message as terse as possible. Think about it before you send it.
I mean, for now, we head to the secondary LZ. And after we head to the secondary LZ, we'd have a code for that.
Literally just broadcast land.
Not land. Roost. There we go, because you're using birds.
There you go,
Yeah.
roost.
Single word. Roost. Best quality Vox, if that helps at all. With us not being detected, used by...
It will, actually, yes.
Went into the process of buying the best fucking quality. Might as well leave.
You can assist Casa. Does anyone else here have tech use?
Nope. Let me double check. I don't think I do. Nope.
Alright. I'll just spend a fate to buy an extra DOS for her. So she's currently on 5, and because of how short the message was, this is quite hard indeed.
We can also send it in Technolingua just to fuck with them. Of course we're gonna send Technolingua. Oh, I said
I've been sending all mine in Technolingua.
exactly, just
Yeah.
to fuck with them even more, Merz.
Yeah,
We
but the
haven't
thing
fucked
is,
with it now.
it doesn't matter about what language it's in. It's them detecting the transmission to begin with. That just means they won't be able to decrypt it.
Alright. Yeah, you can head to the place, send message to Roost, and yeah. I assume, Eloa, you will relay that to Kira.
No, I thought it'd be funny if we just told them to meet up with us and just left them hanging there. It's just a prank, bro.
Funny, I'll kill you.
Alright. Do you want me to go in for a full landing, or just a hot drop of you?
Not a full landing. We're going to take them on and investigate the signal.
Oh wait, could you be a deer and bring my force field with me? I want you guys.
Shush, please.
Okay.
You realize, Eloa, to get them embarked, I do have to do a full landing.
We cannot simply lower ropes.
I don't think any of them except Graves can do pull-ups properly.
Ah,
This is probably accurate.
that's what you think, wimp.
As
What
fast
as I break my spine?
as as fast as you can, then I'll see to the engines.
Alright. I'm gonna pull the guns inside the body, try to reduce our signature.
A clever stratagem. I will re-roll that.
Okay.
Ah!
Jesus fucking
So-
Christ, you just blue screen the whole system.
Yeah, you guys will make your way away from the pilgrims procession, and yeah, a star falls upon you. It's not until its landing ramp is deployed with Eloa standing at the top that you actually realize that it is the gun cutter. She spoofed real good.
Damn.
Eloa, yeah, there's been a complication. Juno is on fire, and Baltus's hands are on fire.
Hi, Kira!
I'm going to pull out the fire extinguisher and then ignite it.
Bah!
I wish I could say I could. I wish I could say I could explain, but I really can't.
It was
Blessing.
a miracle, that's what.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm
Based.
glad you're here.
Press the hit the depressor.
You can smother them in liquid CO2 as much as you like. The flames do not die.
It's a miracle, you dumbass motherfucking clanker! Start!
I don't think she likes being sprayed.
Could have confused me. Could have fooled me.
Get
What's
aboard,
What's that supposed to mean?
get aboard the vessel. I'll investigate. We must go now.
What? Why? Peh.
And explain on the way.
No, we're in the middle of something. What?
I start moving to get on the ship.
We might have possible contact with friendly loyalist forces.
an imperial installation has reappeared and made contact with us twice. First, it claimed that long has it been since a righteous scion of the Emperor have walked upon Lathe, his righteous authority on pillars of man and machine in flame remade. And then precisely 3.7 cycles ago, it contacted us again. The Flame's legacy unveiled. The Falcon's legacy unveiled, sorry.
Juno gesticulates at herself. Wow, no, really?
Wow, didn't know this. As I pause with my flaming hands.
Listen, we're in the middle of reviving the faith of all these people on this planet. We can't just abandon them now or the whole thing falls apart.
Yes, but here's the thing. If Eloa got that communique, the town might have had as well. What are the chances this is a trap?
It was a laser communique from ancient pattern of communications array.
But
Laser communique?
Forget what type of communication it was. How would someone know to send it?
Wait a minute, did town even have that?
That many cycles ago, that was exactly when it happened.
You should have done a without check on this.
I assure you, it was Imperial.
Hmm.
I don't disbelieve you.
Yeah, say that again.
Can I throw a forbidden lore out?
You don't need to. This was a psychic phenomena. The town would not have any way of knowing about it until they see it with their own eyes.
Yeah, but they could have a human psyche amongst them. Do they even have laser communication?
Yes.
Bastards. They stole it from us, I bet. We should kill them all.
Probably.
Yes.
Listen,
I see.
if you want to investigate that, that's fine. But at least I or Baltus need to stay here and shepherd the faithful to the capital while we have the chance. Our time is limited in this form.
Whatever Omnissiah's grace has been bestowed upon you, this is the best chance we have at our investigation. The primitives mean nothing.
Crunches her lips up.
While reigniting the faith of this world is a monumental task that should be looked after by us, this is also a pretty big revelation. It's not after than archaeotech communication from imperial facilities on partially exterminated planets start communicating inquisitorial agents out of the blue.
Very well, roll in the muck if you must. I'll take the stormtroopers myself.
I'll join you.
So
I too will come along.
yeah, I was literally just about to type this out to Merz. How about we just leave Juno here and I just play Cass for actual like combat adventure?
This may not be combat adventure, but if you
Or whatever we're gonna do.
yeah, if you want to, you can take control of Cass for this. I think you've got a fair grasp on her personality.
Yeah.
Make it real, Savin.
Because,
Alright,
like I
so-
said, we're gonna completely lose everything we've been working towards all session if all of us go. So either I or
Yep.
Balty.
Guys,
Stay
split the
here.
fucking party, boys.
And again, Eloa didn't know about that.
Yeah.
And the plight of menials is, well, meaningless to her.
Well, yeah, sure. Like I'm just trying to keep as many of us together as we can, rather than splitting the party entirely now. Like if
What
one
I would
PC just
suggest
becomes an NPC for a couple sessions, that's fine.
What I would suggest is as many combat, PCs as possible go with and protect you, and we start supplementing with stormtroopers.
No, I
Because
think we should
stormtroopers
keep.
aren't subtle.
I think we should just keep the player characters together, and also sending Balty the Psyker to possibly like Flame Falcon base might be a good idea anyway. So yeah, why don't everyone except Juno just go on this, and Juno will just NPC out for a while.
Okay. Savin, you should have access to
Yeah.
Cass's
I'm just worried about Juno getting fucked when we're not there to help.
And it's fine.
Yeah. I promise, if something bad happens to Juno, I'll give Savin a fair chance to get out of it.
I think with that 80 strength, she's got more than a fair chance.
Oh, she doesn't have that.
Oh.
No,
That's
she
Baltus.
has the
Yeah, no,
she
I
has
have
the saint
80 toughness,
trait for.
or sorry, 60 toughness.
You're fine.
Yeah, no. Worst comes to worst, Juno's just gonna radio the Mother of Invention and be like, "Danger close, let's go. Bombard me, daddy."
Oh god, those are real danger close.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
there's no
so
surviving,
the-
but I'll kill a bunch of Tau on my way out.
Yeah, so the precision of orbital bombardments is typically measured in kilometers.
Like I
Yeah,
said,
and the problem is
if I encounter
the Mother of Invention. Go ahead.
if I encounter the Tau, I'm not gonna survive, so I'm just gonna drop orbital bombardment on me.
See,
So-
the issue there is that precision in kilometers. It
A
may
lot.
just be that none of the shells land on target. They scatter anywhere from 1 to 10 kilometers away in every direction.
Well,
problem
look,
is
if he shoots
there's-
10 times.
There's like two things. One, we need to spend influence on transponders ASAP. Two, unfortunately, he doesn't have lances, so he doesn't have precise weapons for those transponders to be used on. So the transponders can, in fact, focus that orbital bombardment. But the thing is, because he has macro cannons, unlike lances, which can be used in conjunction with transponders, where you could be standing, fucking like 100 meters away, and it will, as long as they're homed in the transponders, it'll melt anything in your path. But yeah, he has macro cannons, and that's it.
Yeah, I know.
We should work on getting your husband lances, sorry.
Yeah.
And lancers. Let's get lancers on his ship so the lancers can counterboard while he lances with his lance.
Yes,
Get a
we're
rescue
just
dog.
gonna have a bunch of Kriegers on horseback patrolling.
I mean, I support that. We can get D's back. Anyway, yeah, no. If Juno gets in trouble, either she will talk her way out of it, or we will get orbital bombardment to fix it out. Either way, I'm happy.
Alright then. So, Juno is staying behind. Are you leaving the lizards behind?
I want to take Cicero, just in case.
It's going to poop on my deck.
I'll clean it up.
I assume Juno is keeping her own lizard, though.
Yes.
Yes,
I'm taking mine if I can.
okay.
Is good lizard.
He really is, though. And the party is split. So. Brain. Have Juno and the locals headed to the capital. And everyone else getting on the gun cutter to investigate this mysterious signal. Oh,
They're either loyalists or a trap using loyalist technology. Either way, it has to be investigated. And I am 100% certain that this facility did not exist until mere cycles ago.
Yeah. You can be absolutely certain that that comms tower just pushed itself out from underground.
If it is a loyalist base and there are allies there, then it would not do. It would be remiss of us not to join up with them and warn them about the Tau invasion. Perhaps even Archaeotech Tower as this would be able to pierce the Xenos' damnable cloak.
So, Juno is remaining in the northern front, while the rest of you are making your way down to the Ashen front.
Why do I have a feeling that I'm going to come back and Juno will have flaming wings behind her, sprouting an entirely new religion?
Excuse me, Merz, I believe we're making our way downtown.
I hope Juno doesn't get talking about new religions. She's nice.
Indeed, that would be heresy. Though I'm not exactly sure what any of the rest of this is, so I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
You know what? What even is the rest of this? I'm going to make an infused knowledge roll. Why are people glowing? Merzendi, what's the difficulty?
This would be forbidden.
Forbidden. So, like, nothing in scholastic lore about, like, glowing people?
I mean, the
Would you like
best...
me to... Sorry, go
The
ahead.
best you would get would be stuff you've already uncovered about the fate of the Flame Falcons.
Okay, so
They got lit. They were engulfed in flame and then vanished.
So, given that my character is the max int that a human being can be in this game, can I just go ahead and say that I make the connection between as soon as they got lit on fire, I received that transmission about the Flame Falcons, and the Flame Falcons seemed to burn from within but not get harmed, but it harmed their enemies?
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't immediately try to go on a inquisitorial suspicion tirade. We're good, guys.
Yes. Congratulations, Eloa. You are confirmed to be more intelligent than the Inquisitor who purged the Flame Falcons the first time around.
Why?
That's
It's
You
not
almost as if
hard.
I have. It's almost as if I have 65 intelligence and every single dot in logic. That guy likely had something around 20 with no logic dots. What a moron.
Yeah, that guy was
I like
a
how those of
drooling
us who
retard.
play World of Darkness just call them dots.
Immediately through the gift of the Emperor into the trap. What a heretic. The Omnissiah does not like the people wasting the flames of the Forge.
So, are you going to the comms array itself?
I mean, that's the only thing there.
Yeah. I mean, it's all of 10 kilometers away from the big city in the Ashen Wastes.
I don't care about primitives.
Yeah.
If someone has a compelling reason, we go and then land our starship in the middle of a city of primitives, and by all means. No? Good.
I think it was the primitives might actually fucking see us. Was actually what she was getting at.
Well, that's one factor. The other factor is that, Captain Lupus had detected a big underground complex right by that city.
I mean, yeah, but if I want to ever be involved in this again, I guess I could just drop off the rest of the party and go back in the gun cutter and sit around while they go into the
No.
city and try to find an entrance.
You could, but please, I need you.
Well, that's what Merzendi was suggesting. There's no way I can go into a big city with, and I will point to the character.
I mean, look, Juno's fine having blown through subtlety with the locals.
Yeah, and listen, literally everywhere else in the Empire, I just kind of fade into the background. But this is a feudal world, so I'm going to go to the tower.
Alright.
In fact, that was one way I kept our subtlety so far down in the first part of this game. I was just beep boop, I'm just another beep boop.
Yes, I do just have a generic Ashland background. I don't have a
Sword Mom
special
doing
one
here?
for the town. Also say hi to the meerkat.
Kitty! Oh, that's a big pile of corpses.
Hey, it's an ash cat!
That is a good meerkat.
It feeds on the ash worms.
Mm-hmm. And then the ash fangs feed on it.
This place
And
is
then-
wonderful. I love.
And then the ash worms feed on them. Oh god.
It's the circle of life.
I clap.
Yeah. Can zoom along to the coordinates of the tower. And indeed, just emerging from like a hill of ash, there is this just square of ceramite that has unfolded and deployed a tall spike. A spike of a communications tower. There's various appendages attached to it, vox casters and receivers, laser band transmitters. Sophisticated and hung from just a purely ornamental appendage. There is a banner with the colours of the Flame Falcons.
Okay. So, since we're in all this terrain and stuff like that, is it possible to make a like a peer-to-peer transmission, one that won't be broadcast all over God's green earth?
Yeah, you can just send a laser beam back to it.
Okay. Artifice of the honorable angels of death, we are the hand of the Imperium. We have come to cleanse this world of Xenos taint. Identify yourself.
There is a pause and then message relay, and then a response. My greetings to you who have come to sweep away the ash of corruption. To you, Adept Omicron, I give the salutations of Mars. I am Venerable Brother Eustace.
That name means nothing to me.
Um, Omnissiah's grace. An angel still yet lives.
More than I alone, but I am the single vigil upon this world.
We have been deceived before by a voice which called itself one of the venerated flame falcons. A twisted amalgamation of heretical ingenuity.
You speak of the traitors that have occupied our former fortress. Glad am I that you have brought our sacred relics out of their reach.
They have been stored within the halls and, if I were to guess, be given unto the Death Watch. Unless, of course, a chapter comes and claims them by right of heritage.
They will serve with our black brothers better than they served upon this world.
Tell me, honored angel, do you know where our prey lurks?
No. But I can tell you where I cannot see. Upon the ice and beneath the waves, there mine eyes are blinded.
Alright, can I I've got the locator thing in my head. Can I kind of pull up, and then pull up my data pad and then kind of peel around to kind of see where he's talking
He's not being that specific. He's saying it's either that he can't see if there is anyone on either pole or if there is anyone under the oceans.
What of the great artifice beneath the town of the menial?
You speak of mine own tomb, and the sanctum from which I have sought to keep these folk leal to the Imperium.
The holy sarcophagus, then.
Indeed, 'has been millennia since I walked with mine own feet.
I understand. So, the question therein lies, once this world is brought behind, underneath the heel of the Imperium, Do you wish us to send a message to any of your gene kin?
Only in final death does duty end.
By your wisdom, tell me, noble angel, you say that our prey may exist in places unseen. Is there any other task you would require before we conclude our hunt?
Hmm. I would ask that you lift the people of this world and grant them the right to die for his eternal radiance.
By your command, Ancient One. We will resume the hunt. Well, you see, Snippy, it turns out that having 5,000 years just to sit around makes you kind of a chill dude.
He got blown up by
Oh,
the Imperial forces.
Oh, no, no, no. Like, this dude is definitely a dreadnought. That was part of my line of questioning.
I know what the Iron Sarcophagus is, but still, after all the shit that's happened, he's still doing the Emperor's work.
And he knew, not only did he know my name, but the thing is, he definitely knows we're Inquisitors and didn't get mad.
He's
Probably because
so
we're not Order
chill.
Hereticus. It's very clear that we're Order Xenos.
Yeah, you did open up with we're here to beat Xeno, eh? And all of humanity hates Xenos. Even Chaos fucking hates Xenos. Fuck Xenos.
You know, after we're done here, let's start the paperwork for the Inquisitor who ordered this planet to be chapter to be destroyed. Let's just consider him start the paperwork for him to be considered post-mortem what's it called? Hereticus terrible?
We'll go with that. I'm very good at paperwork.
Mm.
I'll make it happen.
Night night. It's time for
Oh.
bed.
Yep.
Good night,
Mark
Rob.
down 500 XP for me, Bob, and then
Alright. Alright. There we go. Alright. Nighty night, everyone.
Have a good one, pal.
I'll do my best. Tomorrow I got work.
Can't remember what it's called. Well, yeah, I kind of figured that that was true, Merzendi.
Okay.
But he is he did the thing that all of us really want to do. He became one with the machine and became immortal.
Yeah. And he's been living underground for 5,000 years, trying to keep the primitives from, genociding themselves.
Yeah. Normally, the Mechanicus and the Space Marines keep a mutually respected distance from each other than the Iron Hands, but it turns out that I'm playing a really chill Mechanicus and you just played a really chill Marine. Turns out we're in the chill zone together.
I'm just in fucking awe.
Yeah, no one actually knows the gene seed for the Flame Falcons, including us, which is why I asked if he wanted any of the Gene brothers to be told about this. By that, I also meant that if he knew what the Gene brothers were, like, say, he knew that they were Ultramarines founded, which is probably the most, they're the ones that go and fucking found the most chapters. Then we could send, like, a retrieval team. But, no. Also, we really need to get this Inquisitor who ordered this labeled heretic terrible, or whatever they call it.
Yeah, they've been dead for a long, long time.
Yeah, but if we do a post-mortis, then the...
Guys?
What?
Wasn't the guy who were trying to hunt down using his name and identification codes that are still in the...
Different Inquisitor.
Yeah.
The guy you were hunting is using the codes of Inquisitor Horst, the guy who sanctioned the death of the Falcons. Well, the only name I have found for them is Inquisitor Chimera.
Okay, so we have to do several excommunications here.
Yeah, we're basically going to declare... we're going to file paperwork for the Inquisitor that did this, and citing all of the holy stuff going on here and all the holy relics that were under. We're just going to tarnish his memory and tear down all edifices built in his name. And in return, this planet's honor will be redeemed, and we can start raising Imperial Guard from the feudal world to go and fight and die in the Emperor's name. Problem solved, problem staying solved.
Post-mortem excommunication.
Well, I mean, other people can talk to him too. I'm not the only one on the comms, but...
No, let him stay on this planet. I'm not sure how we would even be able to get him on the gun cutter.
Quite easily.
Yeah, but
He has a chimera in it, don't it?
Not right now.
And also, that'd be asking a venerable elder one to leave their post.
Yes, that too. Also, how much influence would that even come? I'm down 31.
Quite a bit, to be honest.
He'll take all of our influence. That was Merzendi's secret plan. We would try to recruit the Dreadnought, and it would take all of our influence away from us, so we couldn't use it anymore for both.
Here's the other thing that worries me. If we had the Dreadnought in our arsenal, then Merz would ramp up the encounters even more, and breakdancing cyber assassins are scary enough as it is.
Yeah, the influence cost of a Grey Knight Space Marine is 16. This guy would be at least 20.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
Ooh.
No.
Ooh. At least we wouldn't have to kill everyone who laid eyes upon him. Fucking Grey Knights.
Yeah.
Found it. However you pronounce that.
Oh,
Excommunicate
Traitoris.
Yeah, we just need to piss all over his memory, and then refound this world, and then we'll get some Flame Falcon boys back, and then we'll get their Gene Seed back, and then bada bing, bada boom, Flame Falcon's back in action, boys.
So
Just
it's
in
pretty
time. Yeah, just in time for the Indominus Crusade.
close. And nothing can go wrong. Oh no, it all went wrong.
Yeah, I think this'll be a good point to call it. And it'll give you guys a week to think of what, if anything, you want to talk about with the Venerable One, or just doing the Ashlands as a whole. Since apparently he does live underneath the local city and does apparently communicate with them. Maybe they wouldn't be as freaked out by Eloa as you think.
If we could actually have like an audience with a Space Marine Dreadnought from the chillest Space Marine chapter, that'd be fucking amazing.
I mean, we do have to. It would be nice. It's not like we have to, but it would be nice if we uplifted these people and integrated them as a proper fucking Imperial planet slowly but steadily. So might as well blow the casket on subtlety and show them we're spacers at this point.
I just wish we could team up and have bro hugs with the Salamanders and the Celestial Lions at the same time.
Oh, if only.
Alright, three-way hug.
I know, right?
But here's the problem. The only one who would feasibly survive the hug, well, only once, is Eloa and Juno. Everyone who doesn't have power armor would get their spines crushed.
No,
Look, hold on. Living on Euphemus Prime has proven that Graves doesn't actually need any bones in his body, or any organs. He's just a couple of honor holes in a goo suit.
Look, there's a reason why Narcia has never seen. There's a reason why Narcia has never seen Graves' medical report.
I mean, and on top of that, I would
I'd like to
point
end the
out
session now. Can I
No, because I need to tell you about how the Salamanders, when they're not out crusading, just become like local leaders of the country that they're a part of, the planet, and they just live among the people and give out bro hugs. 'Cause that's
See,
what they do.
again, it's further proof that this is the Salamanders chapter.
Yeah, actually.
Yeah, that is basically what Eustace is doing.
Also, Eustace is the lamest name for a dreadnought, I'm sorry.
Getting me
You
mallet.
son of a bitch. Eustace is a beautiful Greek name, and I'll shank you.
Look, I'm sorry. I grew up watching American cartoons. He's just a
I only
salty
smell
old
like a-
man in a
It's
farm.
a salty old man living in the middle of nowhere.
Then again, that
like
is
over
basically the
Kansas.
character, probably. So, no.
Alright. Like I said to Bob, it's 500 XP today, everyone. What does that bring you to?
Big fucking number.
100.
111000.
I like this.
Alright.
Just 2 zeros.
Oh, sorry, it's just 2 zeros, yes. I can't do math. I don't know what you expect from me here.
I may have forgotten to give Casa her XP from last session.
I'm not giving her XP for this session. You can do that.
Yeah, I've already done
gotta
that.
say, I really like where this is going.
I'm super
In all my years of playing only war, fucking Dark Heresy, I've never seen miracles.
I am extraordinarily stoked about everything that has happened this session.
It's so good. And we even have fucking lizard mounts I can use for the future.
You did just have to bring people who were especially holy to a place that had been unjustly purged.
If Ro was still alive, we would have 20 minutes of me preaching to these people. In character.
I'm glad Rose dead. Anyway, if you're watching on stream, we'll see you tomorrow for 70. Till then, have a good one. Good night.